So I'm just going to respond to a couple of questions that I've been asked. And it's really to investigate the options of recovery for people in relation to how I healed. So the first question I'm going to answer is, when did I first become aware there was something wrong? So I must have been about 7 years old. I'm not completely sure. But it was in primary school, and I went to a primary school in South London. And I have a very vivid memory. And I was sat on the bench at school in the playground watching everyone play. And I had this crippling sense of isolation and felt I was unable to play with them because I didn't understand the rules, and I didn't understand the rules of behaviour, not the game. However, I knew that I behaved in ways that were very different, and I wasn't able to act normal for long enough to join in. So as I sat there on this bench and I realised I was incapable of participating and had this sense of self-hatred and that there was something profoundly wrong with me, that's when I first started thinking about killing myself, because I knew that I couldn't continue to function in a way that I needed to function to be involved in the world around me. So I wasn't organised enough in my mind to know actually how to kill yourself or what really you should do, but I knew it involved hurting yourself. So from that moment on, I decided to hurt myself in every single way I possibly could, because I thought if I continued to do that, then I wouldn't exist anymore. So that transpired throughout life for me, and multiple trauma upon multiple trauma, and continuing to live in a complex environment compounded what I was already experiencing and led to further issues in life. However, when I got to my 20s, I think I must have been in my mid-20s, I woke up one morning and I actually realised I wasn't dead. So nobody expected me to live into my 20s or even to reach my 30s. However, I did wake up with the awareness that I'm not dead yet, so that must mean there's an opportunity for something else. And I began to allow my consciousness to accept the possibility that if I hadn't died, which I should have done, I'd been resuscitated on a number of occasions, if I hadn't died, then maybe there's something else. Maybe there is the possibility of living in a different way. So from that moment on, I allowed my conscious awareness to accept that possibility. And then I made a choice. I chose to get up and I chose to move forward. I didn't know in what way or what direction or even what to do. So the first port of call for me was my doctor, and I told them what had been going on in my life, and they helped me. They did give me some medication, but that was really just to stop the pain, because I had decided to never take drugs again. I had decided to not hurt myself anymore. I had decided to stop all these things that I had been doing that were unsuccessful in eliminating myself. So I chose to get better, and it wasn't easy, but I did it. And my message is, no matter how bad it is, no matter what you've been through, it can be healed and it can be undone. And it takes time, and it takes perseverance, and it takes commitment, and it takes that awareness that something can be different. And I was encouraged to move forward because I met people along my journey that showed me different ways of being different. And essentially what that did was give me hope enough to move to the next stepping stone, the next piece of learning, the next piece of healing, the next piece of therapy, the next piece of awareness that would change my relationship with myself and my relationship with the world. So healing is possible, no matter what you've been through, it is possible. However, you need to make that choice to heal, and then that's where it begins. It's just making that choice to accept that something can be better, and to accept that the past can be the past and it can be over. However, you have to choose for it to be over and choose a new way of being. And that is a long journey in itself, but it's possible. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because it is possible. Okay.